Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am here today to go over some fall palettes that I purchased. I feel so lopsided. I think it's my camera is crooked. I don't know. Maybe my face is crooked. Anyway, so I am looking at some amazing new palettes that I just purchased. I got the Nude'tude palette, which is an oldie but goodie. I got the new Makeup by Mario palette. I got the new Anastasia Glow Kit palette for highlighters. And I got the new Lorac Mac Pro palette. Mega Pro palette. So I'm going to go over a quick review of these, just a show and tell kind of sorta. And you guys tell me what you think of them. But I do have a tutorial on this makeup look that I am wearing today. So I am going to go over, first things first is the easiest palette. I did just do a tutorial, so I did just use all of these items, so they may be a little dusty, so sorry about that. But anywho, so this is the Glow Kit. This one features 6 highlighters. And they are all pretty much gold tone. This one here, Amber Gold, is more orangey. So there is Hot Sand Amber Gold. This is Sunray. This one up here is Snow, White Sand, and Golden Dawn. But I do want to just go over really quick the packaging. First of all, I love the packaging. It is extremely thin. It's probably the size of the thickness of a DVD. So it's really thin, and I like the fact that they do give you 6. So this is great for a kit if you're building your makeup kit, or this is great if you just want to spend $40 and, you know, get you a nice highlighter set. Something where you don't have to buy more than one highlighter. As far as the pros, everybody loves the gold highlights, so this has definitely got you covered on the gold highlights, so I love that. And I'm sorry, this is just the plastic that came with it. I like how compact it is. I like you can stick it in your purse or your to-go bag if you're staying overnight or something like that, so I really like that. The eyeshadows, it says metallic powder highlighters for intense luminosity. So when I purchased this, I purchased it along with the Makeup by Mario. They came out the same day. I was not really interested in purchasing a highlighter palette per se, but when I saw it, I was like, I'll just get it, see how I like it, and go from there. Now that I have it at home, I do like the colors. I'm wearing it now, but I am not one for the glitter highlighter. I am not one for the flaky, flyaway highlighter. And this has a lot of fallout. These shadows, these highlighters do have a lot of fallout, and I don't necessarily like that. Now, obviously, you can wet your brush when you apply them, which will eliminate some of the fallout, but it's still very glittery on your skin. So if you see that, it's very glittery. And I don't necessarily like that. I like a flat highlighter, something that's finely milled, that doesn't have a fallout. So this is neither a hit or a miss for me. There are going to be some girls that absolutely love this. For me, it's just like, oh, it's okay. I would prefer the normal highlighters that I use. I normally use either MAC highlighters or I would use ColourPop highlighters, so I do like those. Moving into the shadows, I want to start with this one because this one is not new. It's just an oldie, but this one I got from Kohl's. It's by the Balm. This is the most perfect fall eyeshadow palette. It came with a little brush, but I took it out so it wouldn't fall out. But I love this. Look at these colors. They are gorgeous. You have everything from reds to black to this glittery brown here. This is so pretty. And the camera does it no justice. The Selfish color, which is the grayish taupish, I love these, and they have so much pigmentation. This palette retailed for $36. With it, you got 12 eyeshadows. I thought that was, 16 eyeshadows. Yay. So I thought that was a good deal. And of course, if you have Kohl's Cash, you can use it on anything. I don't shop at Kohl's on a regular basis, so I didn't have any Kohl's Cash to use, but If you are a person who, has, $10 at Kohl's cash, this brings this palette down to $26 for you. I think this is the ultimate fall palette. You could literally purchase this and probably be good to go. I would probably say the only thing missing from this palette, it doesn't have a good orange. And if you're going to go for fall, you have to have that good orange. So this one doesn't have that. I do plan on doing a look completely with this palette because I love these colors here. The silly and then that sexy color. I love that. So I do. Moving on to the Lorac Pro Mega 3 palette. So there are two before this, which was obviously the Mega 1, Mega 2. And then this is the Mega 3. I only purchased the Mega 3. When Mega 1 came out, it was such a surprise. They were limited supply. There wasn't enough. They sold out within a couple of hours on the website and stores everywhere. So I like that they have come back every holiday season with a new 2 and a 3. The 3 I'm going to go ahead and show you is a completely neutral palette, which I love. And it's a great fall palette too. Now, my pros for this is that it's the ultimate neutral palette. It's beautiful. The shadows, everybody knows Lorac has amazing shadows. So these are no different. They did not cheat with these shadows. They're still buttery smooth. They're still extra pigmented, which you're going to see in the video that I post. I absolutely love them. I think this palette is absolutely gorgeous. Now, I like the fact that the packaging is so beautiful. Like, look at it. It's white and it's rose gold. Like, this is rose gold. And then it's just white on the back. And it's extremely thin. It's probably the same thinness as that. It looks like it's even thinner than the Glow Kit. So I really like that. So these are easy to just slip in your bag. So I like that. Now on to my cons for this palette. So the white color, it's beautiful. But as you can see, I just took this palette out the box today. It's filthy. It's already disgustingly dirty. And if you're going to use this for clients, I just look at that. And this just happened like right now. If you're going to use this for clients, I don't know, especially someone like me, with a little bit, I'm such a germaphobe. And I have OCD when it comes to things like this. I want to see that whatever you're going to put on my face is going to be, clean, or whatever you're going to use is clean. And this is clean. It's just that it's white. So any little bit gets on it, it just looks disgusting. So don't get me wrong. The white was a great idea in theory, but in actuality and practical use, this palette is going to be filthy. Look at the back. And this is just from me touching it today. So that palette retailed for $59, I believe. It was either $59 or $60, I don't remember. There are 32 eyeshadows in that palette. I thought I had the box, but I don't have the box. But anywho, this palette is available at Ulta only and on Lorac's website, I believe. So check that out. And on to the final palette, which is the Makeup by Mario. This is the most anticipated palette of the year. I can say that without a shadow of a doubt. So this is what I used today. I used a couple of these colors. They are exactly what I would expect from Makeup by Mario. If you did not get a chance to get this palette, it sold out on the Anastasia website the same day. I purchased two, one for my kit and one for myself. It did sell out the same day, but as of October 4th, and this video is being recorded on October 8th. So as of 4 days ago, they did release it on Macy's, Sephora, and Ulta in store and online. So you may want to check it out there if you did miss it. These palettes are stunning. The shadows in here are just exactly what I see on Kim. In regardless of what you think about Kim Kardashian, her face is always beat. And that is because of Makeup by Mario. So when I look at some of his editorial and the photo shoots and his red carpets that he's done, these are the colors that I see him use. What I thought was unique is that he did not go with a black. He went with a smoky navy gray. He named the color Claudia. And then, of course, he has Kim in there. And then he has, I think, the name of his mother and sister in here, which I think is Isabel and Lula. But don't get me lying. Research it for yourself. Just going by what I read, but that was 2 weeks ago before the palette came out, so I may not remember. But anyway, I just love that this is an entire fall palette. It's pretty much a neutral palette, but then it has a couple of pops of color in there, and that's exactly what you need. So that was I don't think I said anything about that in the Mega 3 palette, but that was one of my cons too. Not only that the palette gets dirty, but also that there was really no pop of color. That palette, if you take a look at it, there was that one color at the bottom, as you can see, that was called pomegranate, which is kind of an orangey ruby red, which is great, but it's not necessarily practical. And I can definitely do a makeup look with that, and it would probably be cute, but I would want to see a purple, I want to see a green, I'd want to see some type of pop of color that is going to be something that is practical. So if you look at this palette, he has that green in there, and then he has that color Muse in there, this one. So it's kind of a brick copper tone type of color, and it's shimmer as well. So I just like that he kind of thought about that, even though Kim is pretty much a completely neutral girl. And when you see Makeup by Mario's looks, all of his looks are pretty neutral, unless, even when he does a smoky eye, it's just, black. So he still decided to put a pop of color in there, because I think it's so necessary to have that in each and every palette. If you look at the other palette, the nude palette, how they have, everything from dark to light. So they have this red in here, and then they go with the browns, and then they go with the glittery. Like, they thought about having that, that pop in there, and I think that is so necessary. I felt like if I were to take that Lorac just away with me, I feel like I would have to throw a single shadow in there, maybe a purple or maybe a green or something like that. I would have to take like one of my ColourPop shadows and just pop it in my bag if I'm staying overnight, or if I'm staying for a week somewhere. The palette will work fine for day to day, but if I wanted something extra, I would have to take a single shadow. But overall, I would say I still give the palette a 9 out of 10 for Lorac. I'd probably get a 9.5 out of 10 if they would just change those two things. It would definitely be a 10 to me. I still absolutely love the palette. I'm still keeping it. The Glow Kit, I could have lived without that and been perfectly fine with the highlighters that I already have, but it'll be fine for me to put in my kit as long as I wet my brush. And then the Nude'tude by the Balm, I have to have that palette. Like, it is just the ultimate fall palette to me. I absolutely love it. It is missing the orange, of course, but I can get that out of one of my Anastasia palettes. And then I think we covered everything. The Makeup by Mario, obviously it's a hit all the way. It's a 10 out of 10. It's an amazing palette. I'm so excited for him. I'm so happy for him. And I just think that this palette is worth all the hype. So other than that, I thank you guys for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed my review of the palette. If you have questions or concerns, or if you want more details, please leave the comments below, and I will be sure to get back with you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you are having a wonderful beginning of your fall season, and you take care. Thank you.